The way they're acquiring wealth.
Correct.
And what other methods?
I mean, this is really going to get me assassinated.
Elon Musk and Joe Rogan, they talk about something that is near and dear to my heart and many retail investors in the world. Millions of retail investors, man. They talk about insider trading. So let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it.
You kind of be silly to
Yes.
not do that. If you were a part of a group of people that's passing a bill and you know this bill's going to get passed, you know the votes are there, and you know it's going to affect this industry and this particular manufacturer, and you can buy stock.
It's more than just insider trading. Like the insider trading stuff, like the stock portfolio stuff is quite trackable, but it's a lot more than insider trading.
The way they're acquiring wealth.
Correct.
And what other methods?
I mean, this is really going to get me assassinated. It's like I'm not lengthening my lifespan by explaining this stuff, to say the least. I mean, I was supposed to go back to DC. How am I going to survive? This fucker's going to kill me for sure. In fact, I do think like it's like I actually have to be careful that I don't push too hard on the corruption stuff because it's going to get me killed. Yeah, it's like I was actually thinking about that on the plane flight over here. It's like if I push too hard on the corruption stuff, people get desperate. Is the issue,
right?
Then they say like, okay, if the money flow cuts off, then okay, they can't afford school for their kids,
right?
Then they're gonna like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you for my kids, type of thing.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, geez, okay.
Did you get it?
Well, attack the corruption enough to keep civilization trucking along,
Yeah.
But I think if I fully destroy the corruption and the graft, they will kill me.
That's a fucked up thing to live with.
Crazy.
Yes. So I'm like, damn it.
Well,
That's crazy.
I really hope they don't kill you.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I strive to be alive. But I mean, it's a real concern.
Retail investors over the last 5 years have gotten, man, this education about what's going on in the stock market, the corruption in the stock market. The richest man in the world, who is the head of DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, at the behest of President Donald Trump, is fearful of his life. That tells you how crazy this whole situation is. Think about the things that we know, which is a lot. And think about the insider information that this guy is seeing right now. And he's saying, hey, if I push too hard, they're probably going to kill me. Wow. This is crazy, man. This whole situation is dude, it's unbelievable. It's at a point where it's like, okay, this almost feels like a movie. It feels like a script. Like, dude, like, who wrote this movie? Who wrote this horror show? This is a horror movie.
I mean, there were two guys that before I supported Trump and everything. There were two guys that traveled to Austin to kill me. I don't know if you know about this.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah. And two separate incidents. One guy thought I put a chip in his head. I mean, they're both basically two guys that were just very much had severe mental illness. It wasn't like they had like I disagree with him politically and that's why he needs to die. This was before I was, before I got sort of smeared as being, some sort of like Nazi or something like that. There's this, before the propaganda wave, the severe propaganda wave, the probability that any given homicidal maniac is going to try to kill you is proportionate to how many times they hear your name. And so they heard my name a lot, so I just got to the top of the list of 2 homicidal maniacs who were arrested, and both were in Travis County Jail at the same time.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know if they talked or whatever, but they've both been released, by the way.
Jesus
They're both
Christ.
released on bail, yeah. Right, but they got ankle monitors and stuff, but still.
They can cut those off?
Yeah, I don't know, exactly. So,
that's crazy.
yeah, and the second guy had like chief serial killer in his bio on his X profile. Yeah, it's like wasn't subtle, is what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And at this point, I think I'm at the top of the list for a lot of homicidal maniacs.
And the more the mainstream media talks about you in this way,
Yes.
and says you're a Nazi, and
They're doing the same thing to me that they did to Trump.
yeah,
Which is that they're making it sound like if you kill me, you're a hero. That's what they're doing is evil.
they're also doing the same thing where they're completely distorting who you are, and people are going along with it. And just like we're talking about Trump derangement syndrome, people have Elon derangement syndrome. I see it.
Yeah.
I see where people can't see the forest for the trees.
Right. And it's like I'm the same person that I was a year ago. Nothing's changed, really. Like I didn't suddenly become a completely different human.
Right.
But if you read the sort of legacy mainstream media, their propaganda stream is that I am a completely different human.
Right.
But I didn't get like a brain transplant, in a year. So, and if you say like 2 years ago, I was like a hero of the left.
Yeah.
So how can I go from hero to villain at age 53 suddenly?
MSNBC, CNN.
Yeah.
It's like that's what it is.
Yeah.
They use the
Associated
machine.
propaganda.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they can character assassinate someone like that, and there's going to be a certain amount of people that's going to buy into the propaganda. It's a psyop. How in the world, like Elon said, he was a hero of the left, and now he's a supervillain, and they are putting this man's life in danger. And you know what? It's intentional. I believe, it's my opinion, I believe it's intentional. Wow. That should tell you the level of corruption that's happening, right? These people have a lot to lose. It looks like they've been committing crimes against U.S. citizens for a very, very long time. And they smile on our faces. They give these great speeches. They have, the wardrobe is nice. The vernacular is spectacular. And people buy it. They buy into it, man. And I think that this is going to it's going to get worse. The more and more corruption they expose, I think it's going to get worse. Think about this. Think about this. And I'm sure there's going to be more and more information that comes out about this. They tried to eliminate President Trump on national TV during his campaign to be president. Wow. They tried to put that man in prison, and they tried to literally wipe him off the face of the earth. This is insane. When these two get together, it's always a very, very thought-provoking conversation between them two. I enjoy the dialogue immensely. So I I want to continue. There's a few more, or at least a couple of more topics I want to, have a reaction to. So let's get to it. Let's get to the next one.